Just a quick unboxing. I'm not showing the label here because I didn't mark it out, but this is a box of crystals and they sell them by the scoop. I got a medium-sized scoop, so we're going to see what it is. I'll drop in a screenshot of the name of the company because it's written in Chinese. So I'll do a Google Translate on that. I can't remember the name of it. I found it in my YouTube shorts. Someone was doing a review of their unboxing, and I thought that looked really neat, so I wanted to give it a try. Even though this came from China, it got here pretty quickly. It got here in less than a week, which was amazing. I really didn't expect it to get here that fast coming from China. But here it is, and this is all crystals. They packaged them up very nicely in this bubble wrap. And let's see, I ordered a random pick. Like, you tell them what kinds of things you like, and then they just choose some things for you. So I don't know which one of these is which. This is wood. It's kind of dark because I didn't put my extra light up here. Let me give that a try right now and see if I can do that. I'm just using the flashlight of my other phone. There, that helps a little bit. So this is a little wooden ring. I don't know what that's for, but we'll see. It was in this little bubble wrap all by itself. And this is just extra cushioning. I wonder if this is the pick thing, where I just described what I liked. And that's basically like if you have a favorite stone, if you have a favorite cut of stone. The price on this, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I can find all of that and drop in pictures or screenshots. I'll try to remember to do that. This is wrapped very tightly and taped very tightly. Like, they wanted to make sure it got where it was headed. I'm really excited about this. I've got my voice down because I think there are people sleeping right now. But this is all crystals. All the reviews I saw were great. Okay, this is a freebie. And it's a heart-shaped something. That is gorgeous. Maybe. Well, I mean, obviously it's gorgeous. Gotta get it out of that bag to see what it is. Look at this. Wow. Beautiful. I'll have to find some way to set these into some kind of jewelry, unless somebody just would like a crystal. I'm going to test all of these, maybe in this video. Possibly I will test them in a separate video. So this is probably where I described what I like, and they did some picks. That's my guess. And then the little freebie, I guess amethyst. Pretty excited about that. This is quite a wrapping job on all of these. Okay. With plenty of bubble wrap. They wanted to make sure these things made their trek safely. I cannot wait to test and see what these are. Look at this. This is a lime green color. Actually, the color is just like you see it on screen there. That's gorgeous. It's about a little bit more than 3 inches, maybe 3.5 or so inches high. I did tell them that I wasn't as interested in this shape, but I can, I'll take it. This one's interesting. This looks like what, to me, like what's called a Herkimer diamond, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, which is this certain quartz that grows in this certain area in New York. And that's where they're native to, and you can tell them from regular quartz because the crystals will be pointed on each end. That's just how they naturally cleave when they're cut by a cutter. This has little inclusions inside. These are so pretty. I could just see this sitting on the window and sunlight coming through that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see, oh, another freebie. Or a freebie. Thank you for your support. smcrystalswholesale.com. I think that's what that says. This is shades of like amber shades, tan, brown, beige. I'll wait and open that up when I get ready to do testing. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one's the heaviest. When I open the heaviest one last, but they're both roughly the same. This is just a quick little down to business video, because I'm not going to be able to do a things video. I might not be able to do a things video next week. So I'm filming some other things to put up. I'm going to spend some time with my mom, and so I won't be able to film a things video. Might not be able to. Look at these. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. What have we here? Look at this labradorite. I'm going to have to show you this with better light. You can see the flash a little right there, but look how big this is. This is a big piece of labradorite. It's about 2 inches high. Yeah. And a little over an inch across this way. With gorgeous flash. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. It's just beautiful. Labradorite is just mesmerizing. Okay, so we've got that. I wonder if this is amethyst. What is this? Don't know what this is. Ooh, that is gorgeous. These shades of cream, green with charcoal colored veining through it. So pretty. Here is just a round like marble. This is a sphere. It has a little bit of flash in it, but it's not labradorite. I can't really tell what that is. Let's shine some light directly, like closer on it. Look at that. Actually, let me do that with this labradorite too. Look how pretty. That's beautiful. Okay, so that is this bag. So I know what this is. Can't wait to run everything else through the gem tester and see what everything else is. Hope everyone is having a good week. Or is having a good weekend. By the time you see this, it'll probably be weekend, maybe. I'm not sure what day I will be uploading this. I may upload it from the hotel while I'm traveling with my mom. Sorry for all the noise. Okay. I'm still not sure what this little wooden thing. Oh, I bet I know what it's for. I'm going to show you. I think I know exactly what that's for. I bet it's for displaying a round crystal, so it won't roll around. I bet that's what that is. Okay. Mystery solved. This must be the scoop. I bet this was the picks where you tell them what you like and they pick some things, and then I got a couple of freebies with that. This looks like it would be a scoop. And from the description on their website, it pretty much is just a scoop. Like they have a big vat of crystals, and they just stick a scoop in there and scoop it out. And I cannot wait to see what all of these are. Look at that pattern. For the time of day, the light is not the best right now. So, that's gorgeous. Is that Dalmatian jasper, maybe? These are so beautiful. I'm getting too mesmerized to talk. Actually, this is Dalmatian jasper. That is what this is. So this, no, is not. But that's exactly what this is. Some more of these speckled ones. Little chips. Look at this. Some of them are polished all around. Some are polished more on one side than on the other. Some more Dalmatian jasper. Right there. These are beautiful. What prompted me to check this out was I have a special project that I was waiting for. You may have heard this phrase in an earlier video. I was waiting for just the right bead to do a certain project with, and I just wasn't finding that perfect bead. This is a really dark green with sort of a carnelian color surrounding these white splotches. So pretty. So anyway, I thought, what? A little ring in here. Okay. There's no mark on it, and it's adjustable. That's pretty. I'll see what kind of stone that is when I do the testing. And it looks like a couple of bracelets. This is maybe peridot, I think. A little peridot chip, stretchy, and a little maybe amethyst chip, stretchy. But I thought with something like this, I would get something very interesting to look at and to show you. And in it might be the perfect bead, because I need a sphere-shaped bead for that project that I have in mind. And these that are not perfect spheres, one of these actually may work in that project. And I think I will do another video where I gem test all of these beautiful stones and maybe craft that project right there on the spot. But these are gorgeous. Got all of these beautiful crystals. This is what they call their medium-sized scoop right here. So I got all of these crystals. This is the pick where they give you a, where you tell them what you like, and then they just pick a little lot for you. And then I got these two freebies, which I was going to wait until later to open those freebies up. I'm going to do it now. Okay, this is like a geode. Let's bring the light down closer. Well, that kind of washes it out too much. This time of day, the light is not the best in this room. This looks like maybe a geode, like it came from a geode. But it's heart-shaped and beautiful. Very beautiful. And they sent me that free. And this one is, let's see. I'm tempted to go ahead and get the gem tester right now and go ahead and test these things. Beautiful, beautiful. I am going to go get my gem tester, and I will be right back. So here we go. I have my gem tester ready. I'm going to zoom in so you can see the readings a little more clearly. We're first going to see what this ring is. Oh, wait for those lights to go out. Okay, it goes to garnet tourmaline iolite. And that's pretty, pretty, pretty. I might offer that up. I don't know, maybe do a giveaway. But let's get down to these small ones first. I believe this is peridot. And it should show up, I think, where citrine is. Or that's what I hear anyway, is that peridot shows up at citrine. So either this is not peridot, or I was wrong that peridot shows up at citrine. So this is in garnet tourmaline iolite. This pretty, just green apple color. This, I'll be surprised if it's not amethyst. And there it is, firmly in the amethyst line. Let's see what this one is. This sort of amber, honey-colored one. Okay, it's going into jadeite spinel. I'm going kind of quickly here because I have to go pack my bag for my trip with my mom. But I just couldn't wait any longer. Let's see where Dalmatian jasper shows up on a gem tester. Let's see, in the little black spots, it does not show at all. And in the cream colored part, it goes to garnet tourmaline iolite. So these are all Dalmatian jasper. So I don't know if this would be maybe a lighter colored Dalmatian jasper or something else entirely. It goes to tanzanite or the quartz citrine amethyst line. I'll have to look up and see what these are. I'm going to offer these crystals up for sale. This one is really pretty. It's this sort of a muted rosy purple and then this creamy white. I'll test both areas of color. This goes into quartz citrine amethyst when I'm in the sort of rosy purple part. In the more creamy colored part, it goes to the same place. A stone can be higher in different mineral content depending on the color within the same stone. So I'm not sure at all what this is. I love this freeform shape on it. It goes into glass on one of these little round splotches. In the darker area, it goes into quartz citrine amethyst. Very pretty. Any of these you want a closer look at, just message me and I'll maybe make a short for whatever one you want to see. This one has cross hatching, it looks like, all over it. It goes to garnet tourmaline iolite. Looks like it has this cross hatch pattern all over. This has a deep, rich green. These colors are looking pretty true. Quartz citrine amethyst. Let's try this lighter color. It goes to garnet tourmaline iolite. Has this swirled pattern on the sides. My nails look terrible. Tonight was actually a ceramic studio night, but I got there and remembered that my the lady who opens the studio on Tuesday nights is on vacation this week, and I had forgotten all about that. So I came back home and did this. Okay, this I have no idea what it is. Maybe garnet? Could that be garnet? Probably. Possibly. Next, I want to do these little green ones here. I don't think, well, actually, they're probably the same thing. Let's see what we get here. Quartz citrine amethyst, or the tanzanite aquamarine? No, it's in quartz citrine, barely touching jadeite, actually. Let's see about this one. This is in quartz citrine amethyst, but still moving just a little bit. I think it's going to stay in that line. So this one just barely touched the jadeite line, but it was mostly in the quartz citrine amethyst area, as was this one here. Maybe some amethyst here. Let's see. No, this goes to jadeite spinel. Let's try this little purple one. Try the more purple color, and then we'll test it on the little whitish quartz citrine amethyst. And the lighter area, still quartz citrine amethyst. But this one, it is sort of a more muddy type of purple. And it went straight to, well, it went straight to jadeite spinel. Let's see if it does it again. No, it goes to quartz citrine amethyst. So 2 in a row got it to amethyst, so that's probably what that is also. Maybe quartz right here. This is really pretty. Has all little inclusions throughout. Is this a spinel maybe? Maybe a spinel? Let's do this side. I think that's what it is. So corresponding light lit up right there. Oh, let's get a closer look at it before I put it away. Very pretty. I like the way it catches the light with the little inclusions inside. Let's see what this is. Garnet, possibly. Garnet tourmaline iolite is where this one goes to. Let's try shining a light through it. I don't know if that's going to help at all. Right there. It's a very pretty color. So there is that one. And let's try this dark green one right here. Quartz citrine amethyst or tanzanite aquamarine. The white part just goes to glass. Look at the pattern on that one. So beautiful. I love that. Okay, here's a little sort of cube-shaped one. Solid black. Maybe it's what am I trying to think of? Obsidian, which would go to glass, or onyx. Onyx would go to glass as well. Let's make sure I'm keeping the oxidation cleared away from my probe tip. Try it again. Yeah, I'd say this is probably onyx. Because obsidian, I think, has those sort of arched lines throughout it, that planing. And so this is probably another of the same. Let's see. Oh. Yes. So these are the same thing probably, and my guess is that these are onyx. This looks like it may have broken off of this. No, not that one. It may have broken off of this green one with the white splotches. But I don't see a place where it could have broken. Well, no, the color is different too. This has shades of like a smoky slate. Oh, smoky slate with this sort of reddish agate color right there. Let's see where that shows up. Garnet tourmaline iolite. And the more reddish part goes to the same place. And that's very pretty. That's sort of a slate grayish color with darker, looks like maybe really dark blue specks in that. This one is pretty. Little creamy shades, pinkish, reddish. Garnet tourmaline iolite. A lot of things go to that line. I want to make myself a reference chart that shows all the stones and all the stones that aren't named here and where they show up on a tester. This goes to quartz citrine amethyst. My guess is maybe a quartz on this one. Not sure what this would be. Let's take a little look at that. Garnet tourmaline iolite. That's where that shows up. Very pretty. Apologies again for my nails. Because that's what I was getting to telling you, because it's ceramics night. You can't have pretty nails when you're working in a ceramic studio. So I always do my nails the morning after I do the ceramic studio. This just goes up to glass. So tomorrow morning is when I would do my nails, but tomorrow morning I am going to be spending time with my mom, and getting nails done is not part of those plans. It's barely, well, no, I was going to say barely touches jadeite, but it goes a little bit into jadeite. It has this neat little yellow area with peppery black specks. Let's see where that shows up. That touched citrine, so I wonder. Well, the jury is out on this one. It's pretty though. Has all of these sort of translucent shades of cream with swirls. Then you have some pinks, and then these peppery black spots. There's pink all through here, and then these amber yellow splotches. That's pretty. Okay, this one has some different things going on. It's very translucent right here, but then it's very milky on this end. Let's see, the more opaque part. Touches jadeite spinel, and the more translucent part barely makes it out of glass. But I'll offer up some of these. If you're interested in any of them, just let me know. This one's gorgeous. You can see inclusions through it because it's got some translucence to it. You can see little planes inside the stone. And it's about the color of a light colored amber. It very quickly goes straight up to jadeite spinel. Very quickly, and it's barely touching topaz. It goes to quartz citrine amethyst in a different spot. I think I need to wait a little bit longer before I put the needle back on. And then quartz citrine amethyst. This one's got a little mixture of minerals going on in it. Okay, this looks like another one of those, the translucent one, where it was translucent in part and milky in part. Garnet tourmaline iolite on this one. Sort of triangle shape, little soft angles on it. Okay, here's what we have left. Well, this didn't go in that little bag, but here are the things we had left. So let's go with this little marble. What could it be? This goes to garnet tourmaline iolite. Let's try this lighter colored part right here. And same, I was guessing that will go to quartz, but it all went to garnet tourmaline iolite. And that one's really pretty. Let's try to shine some light through it. Gorgeous. And the regular light is just not doing these justice. I don't really know how to describe this one. It's sort of just a milky, not really opaque. Everything's staying in about that range. Everything goes from garnet tourmaline iolite, and a few touching jadeite spinel, a few going to quartz, a few going to glass. I can't wait to see what all of these are. Okay, here's another of the green and white one. The white side goes to the ever popular garnet tourmaline iolite, as does the green side. There's the green side, and there is the white side. These two look the same. There's a little bit of flash to these. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of flash to these two little gray ones. And they go up to glass. And again, I've mentioned before, because something goes to glass on a gem tester, does not necessarily mean that it is glass. Or glass in the way that we would normally think of glass. That does have a little flash to it there. Maybe you can see it a little bit. That's reflection, the big round area. The flash is kind of showing up right there, if you can see it. And then this, I wonder what this little chip is. Garnet tourmaline iolite. It's just a little dark colored chip. It looks like it has a little bit of red veining in it. And this little chip, I don't know if I'll even be able to get a good result on it. Let's see. It's just not getting good contact because it keeps scooting. There we go, garnet tourmaline iolite, a little tiny, tiny chip. Okay, and let's do this. Okay, this goes to almost quartz citrine amethyst. It's very solidly in the chrysoprase emerald or the tanzanite aquamarine, and touching citrine amethyst. I wonder if this is a giant chunk of peridot. Maybe? Let's check one more spot and see what happens. So it's kind of hard to tell on this one. It goes to chrysoprase emerald. I highly doubt this is emerald. I would be shocked. Would be very excited, but shocked. But it's going straight to that chrysoprase emerald. Straight to it. And it jumps a little, like it's still in chrysoprase emerald, but also into the quartz citrine amethyst and the tanzanite aquamarine. It's gorgeous. I would really like to know what that one is. I would love to entertain your speculation on that. This is gorgeous. If it comes up as quartz, it's probably what's known as a Herkimer diamond, which is not a diamond at all. It's just what it's known as, colloquially. It goes to, it's barely touching the end of the quartz citrine amethyst line and touching jadeite spinel. And now it's solidly in jadeite spinel and touching nothing else. Let's try one more spot and see what we get. Okay, so jadeite spinel is where this one goes to, or possibly quartz. It did go very solidly into the middle of jadeite spinel without touching anything else. So I need to get a gemstone reference. Definitely. Will I order another one of these lots? Maybe. Maybe. We will see. This is a very dark forest green. Garnet tourmaline iolite. I'm wondering if this is a tourmaline. When you see a stone that like it has some translucence to it, like you think of tourmalines. That's not the only form that they come in. Like something can be opaque, but also look very much like its crystal clear version. Not all stones are like that, but I know some can be like cloudy and opaque or clear like a crystal, or what we think of as crystal. This is going to garnet tourmaline iolite. I was wondering if this little purple part here would be amethyst or maybe quartz. It does go to the quartz, citrine, and amethyst line right here in this purple area. This is like a very beige tan. This is a creamy color here. Let's see where it goes. The ever popular garnet tourmaline iolite. Then this side looks like the inside of a geode, which it very possibly could be, and that someone cut this in the shape of a heart. So I think I've started saying this a few times but didn't finish, and maybe I did finish and I'm just repeating myself, but if you are interested in purchasing any of the stones you see here, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings at gmail. We'll talk about it there. If I've been able to research prices for these before I hear from anybody or before I get this uploaded, then I'll put prices on the screen. I'm wondering if this is citrine. I am wondering if this is citrine. So without hesitation, it goes straight there. But if I'm able to research prices, then I will put those on the screen when I'm editing. But if I'm just ready to upload this video before I have time to get any research done, then we'll just talk about it in email. The colors on this are beautiful. These are just like sea. It reminds me of the sea. So you have the sort of beige color there, the darker sort of greenish gray right there, and then this beautiful shade of green here on the top. I wonder if that's some tourmaline right there. Let's see about the more kind of creamy beige color. It's just going to glass. And then let's try this gray color, sort of grayish green. And garnet tourmaline iolite. And the little green part again. Yeah, it jumps right up into tourmaline. I think that might be what this one is. And then this beautiful one right here. Look at all the variation in that. Here's this sort of dark red color. Maybe garnet. Then sort of black right here. Oh, I didn't let that go all the way down. Again, the garnet tourmaline area. And then let's try the sort of lighter area right here. Probably some quartz, I would say, in this lighter area right there. But beautiful color variation all over in this one. And so heavy. So heavy. That's pretty. Is this an amethyst? I think we can be pretty certain that that's an amethyst. Yep, even in the lighter part right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and we've done this one already. This is gorgeous. All of these different shades of gray, black, cream. Let's try the lighter area. And it goes to glass. None of these are faux stones. So this, where it says a glass, you're looking at just a stone that happens to read in that part of a gem tester. So whatever this is one of those. Yeah, that just reads in the glass area. But it has all these beautiful striations in it. Gorgeous shading. Okay, and then we tested this one. I cannot remember what it showed up as. Garnet tourmaline iolite. It's a very dark forest green, and it's beautiful. And then I saved the best for last. Look at that gorgeous flash. Look at that. So beautiful. And I think actually labradorite shows up as glass. I could be mistaken. It's been a long time since I've tested some labradorite. And yes, that's exactly where it goes. Okay, yes. When that light was flashing right there a minute ago, that means something, and I cannot remember. I'm still kind of new to the gem eye, and I cannot remember what the flashing means when the light up here starts to quiver like that. But this shows up in glass, but it is labradorite, and it's a gorgeous large chunk of labradorite. So beautiful. So these are gorgeous. I would really love to know what this is. Very interesting, in my opinion, that it shows up in that emerald line. So I don't know. This is just to keep your little round stones from rolling away when you display them. That's what that is. So I found this in the bottom of the box. Thank you from SM Crystal Wholesale, and that's their website, SM Crystal Wholesale. Have a discount code on here, and it says each crystal has been through at least 1,000 of years. Now it's finally found its home. Welcome to the crystal family. I'm Simon, dreaming of being a crystal store for crystal lovers. Thank you for your support. It means the world to me. We would love it if you would give us a review and share a video on TikTok. Won't be doing that because I don't do TikTok. It's enough for me to keep up with YouTube. But that is it. They are SM Crystal Wholesale, and I'm pretty pleased with this. I can make stuff with this, which was exactly my purpose in buying it. It popped up in my feed, like I said, and then when I looked at it, I thought, oh, that would be so useful for that project that I'm waiting for just the right bead. That would be perfect for other projects as well, and it might be something my viewers want to see. It's a little break from the usual from me, but There we go. I'll just leave that thank you right there, and we'll move this out of the way. thank you for spending part of your day with me. I really, really appreciate you and everyone who has clicked the subscribe button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content. Share it with someone else that you think might also enjoy it, and leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.